looks like if you are sharing your screen.
Oh, you got it, Matt?
Yeah, so I see a full screen right now. And then I see, I don't see split screen though. I just see Matt's, it just says you're viewing Matt M's screen. I don't see if there was other panelists. Let me see, view options.
I see Vinny in the corner.
Yeah, no, but I don't, like, whereas you were seeing like the gallery view before.
I think it defaults to speaker view.
Yeah, whoever's speaking, it shows up in the corner.
When you're sharing, I guess it defaults
Okay.
to speaker view. Let me check the YouTube stream to see if we're in the top right. Okay.
Yes.
So, yes, yeah, we're in the top right.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Okay. So Chuck, obviously this is like the webinar thing, you know, faculty still join the same way. Attendees wouldn't matter
Right.
right now, but if we wanted to do whatever we're doing right now with our webcast, we can continue going forward with the way we have been doing it.
Yeah.
The webinar feature right now, you know, we don't need to use. If you wanted to try it for the meeting, you could. I see this as a way for like human resources to hold one of their meetings where, or Anita, instead of a webcast, you could do this and we can make her a panelist. And then we could stream it on Wowza, or, you know, we could stream it. People could just join Zoom this way in the organization.
Yeah, this would be fine. You don't even have to stream it. You could just do it on
Zoom.
Yeah.
How many licenses did we buy?
You have up for 500 right now. And I think we got a discount because I think it was $340 for 500, but I think we got a bill for 140. I had to sign a document last night to
Wait, how many licenses or how many?
how many people could join the room? We have 500.
500, yeah.
And it's 140 a month.
Okay.
One thing too, Mike, I don't know if you guys had a chance to try doing assigning a different host if you weren't going to be the host.
Yeah, we tried.
We tried. I could make them a co-host and I could make them a host.
And then they could start the meeting without you?
Well, some of the options were not available after he made me the host.
Like if I make them a co-host, or if I make them a host, they can't create polling questions. Like they have to be created already.
Okay, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, they can access them.
But there might be other things similar to that where like, even if you made someone else the host, they might not have the same control as the original host. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, we didn't test everything, but there will be limitations in place for a person that's made a co-host or a host.
Okay. Can you stop sharing the screen, Matt? Thank you for that. So, Mike, do you want to make Chuck a panelist? So Chuck, you'll go live on camera.
Okay.
Getting a promotion, Chuck. You are now a panelist.
I don't hear Jamie. It says on mine, Jamie was talking.
No, I laughed.
Okay.
Yeah, a snicker. So.
Okay.
Okay, so I can see the people who are on.
Yes.
These are the panelists. Yeah.
And you're able to mute people and turn them off if you want.
Yes.
As an attendee, there's only audio for everybody. Attendees do not have video cameras allowed.
And by default, our audio is going to be muted across the board unless the host or co-host specifically unmutes us. I don't know if attendees can do that.
Yeah, normally the participants would all be muted until you wanted to hear from them anyway, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, and at this point, we would just do raise hands. So if I'm going to do a raise hand, you guys should see my name pop to the top of the attendee list.
No.
Yeah, I see it.
I see mine was 2 people with raised hands.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Now you are at the top.
Are there breakout rooms?
Let me see.
Are they enabled?
No, it just says stop live
That's a
stream.
good. They might not be enabled in the webinar under this license right now. I think you have to do that, Mike. I could show you.
It'll be in the settings.
It's in the
Yeah,
settings, like buried down, and you'd have to end the meeting again.
Yeah, I have to restart it.
That's okay.
How do you go ahead and mute everybody? I mean, if you had 50 people on, you
They'd
can't go.
automatically be muted if they're an attendee.
Yeah,
You'd have to go out of your way to unmute 50 people. Like there's no, I don't believe there's any button to unmute all, right? That anybody could hit or mute all.
Yeah, they're muted automatically on entry. But what Mike did for me as an attendee, Chuck, Mike went to me and unmuted me as one person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it won't even show the icon to unmute once we join until the host does that.
Yeah, I can't do it myself as an attendee.
Okay. So like when attendees come in, they have no control over talking until the host says, I'm going to unmute you.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing they can do is ask a question in the Q&A or raise their hand.
I got it.
And when you hit raise hand or lower hand, that just sort of brings your attention to a panelist, and then you can directly talk to them, I think, or directly chat with them. So I just did a raise hand, but nobody's getting back to me.
It's very small. It's really hard to see. It's like one blue hand next to attendees.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I guess you have to look for it.
Yeah, I just chatted with Brian. He responded like I answered his chat, said hello.
So that went to, I can't write back in that though, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
we
disabled it.
yeah.
yeah, we disabled it. I think if you're gonna ask questions, it's gonna be the QA. It's not gonna be.
So you would then say like, please ask your question in the Q&A or something like that. Okay.
Oh wait, no, you can put it to where allow attendees to chat with all panelists, and then there's all panelists and attendees. So you can make it so they can only talk to panelists.
Okay, I was saying both before.
Yeah, I have no one.
No, I know, but I mean, like, if in this situation,
if I wanted to
chatting,
change it,
yeah.
Okay.
Jamie's
So, yeah,
hand was
transfer-
raised.
Yeah.
I raised my hand and then I just took it off.
Yeah.
And then you can get reports after this, I know, Chuck. So like, we need to look into the registration settings, but if you send out this invite right now through Zoom, you could make it so that in order to join the room, you have to put your name and email address in. So I think that we need to, that's another thing, Mike, I want to look at, because there's a way you can activate that in the settings for the webinar, so that in order to join the room, instead of it just being a link that's like, you know, what we clicked as an attendee, you have to put your name in first and your email address to join, and that helps you generate reports. We might not be there yet for this, like Lagny might not need that, but you know, it's like down the road if we wanted to get a registration of users, it's in the settings when you create the webinar. I'll show you the link. I'll show you the link for that. I had that. I remember looking at that.
So if we're doing this for them, are we kind of like running the meeting and being the host and letting them just talk?
I believe so. Let's say theoretically right now, like Mike and Vinny, who are on screen right now, could be a host and a co-host. Then Lagny has 4 panelists. But right now, Mike and Vinny would turn their cameras off. So your screen goes to 2 people only. Oh, Chuck turned his camera off.
Yeah, but it shows your name.
Not for us.
Yeah, but you're not on video though.
Oh, okay.
Russ,
Right,
you
yeah,
just
as-
disappear.
Right, as an attendee, we just can't see you there anymore.
Oh, if I do that, you don't see me?
Yeah, you're
No.
completely disappeared, and the format changes to a
Three-man screen, three box screen.
Oh, what about that's cool.
Mhm.
Same on the stream and on YouTube.
Yeah, the way the attendee email goes out, it looks like it's just copy and paste. Whereas the panelists, you get I could send you a direct email from the Zoom browser site.
But either way, it's the same link, right?
Yeah, because the only reason why you were able to get into it as a panelist was because I added your
Yeah, and I clicked the same link again, and now I came in as a attendee. So
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
changed it to just Vinny, Matt, Chuck, and Siobhan. Everyone else had to join as a attendee. Everyone else was just a panelist.
So I remember there's one link.
So
There's something about scheduling a webinar without a registration. That's what I want to make sure we do for this. I'll send that in the Slack channel to everybody.
are we sending this out to the 500 people, or are we just forwarding?
No.
Forwarding.
We're
Okay.
going to be creating a link based on the link, scheduling a webinar without registration.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to be giving to Lagny, the person that's going to be the moderator for this. And she has the email distribution list that she's going to send out to them.
And the panelists, are we going to get their email though? Because
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we have to add
Yeah.
add them in first.
Yeah. So this is for May 12th. So I imagine that I'm going to touch base with her on Monday and let her know what we can do. And then we'll set up a test likely next week with the 4 panelists and
Okay.
explain to them how to do this. I think that they might have some experience with Zoom gathered from my phone call yesterday with her and Alexa. So
Alexa's
Should
probably
be
going to want to come too, or be.
no, she pretty much said, I'm throwing this over to you and
Okay.
yeah, like she might be involved in some emails, but I don't see her joining the meeting and
Gotcha.
I could be wrong, but that's just my 2 cents.
It looks pretty good on YouTube too.
Yeah.
one thing I was thinking was, so if I were to leave right now and then you changed me over so that my name is on the list to become a panelist and I rejoin, would I then be a panelist, or is that something that you'd have to turn off the meeting and go back in, just in case we have any?
You have to turn it off.
Okay.
No, I could
I
promote
remember-
Do you
you
want
to
to
a
test
panelist.
that, or?
I could promote you to a panelist now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, in case that ever.
If you were to leave
Yeah.
right now, Maiwa, as an attendee, you would come back as an attendee.
Well, the funny thing, I just made Chuck a panelist, and when I went back to the browser email list, Chuck's name was there as a
Okay.
Panelist now. Let me
So
see.
That kind of answers my question, actually. Then, because if you were to make me one right now, and then I left and then came back, I would come back. I should come back then. As
Well, leave. I'm gonna add you now.
Okay, leaving.
So many browser windows open.
So yeah, Maiwa is a panelist now. So yeah, you came back as a panelist.
But now, yeah, so now I'm a panelist. Okay. All right, that answers it. That answers
So that's actually fast, because all you gotta do is update the browser page, and it
Okay.
carries
So
over.
you don't have to end the meeting then. I thought that you did.
No.
Just, I guess we'll keep that in mind.
But in order to put the breakout room, I will have to stop the meeting and start all over again.
Yeah. I don't think we're at the breakout room yet, but
Okay.
Chuck, to piggyback off of this, I think this is what like JC is trying to do with Evo, to do Zoom as a webinar and then do breakout rooms for Evo's breakouts.
Oh, did he purchase this already, or
No, I know that I am no longer handling anybody else's Zoom licensing outside of our environment. I know Liang was, I was working with him as an admin to set up the organization, and I did a demo with him and you, and he said that he was going to start setting it up for anybody that needed it. JC or Alex Coben would need a license for the webinar in order to do this, unless they've went ahead and done it themselves, not knowing that we already have it.
All right, well, nobody's asked us, so
Yeah. So,
we'll just be quiet at this point.
yeah. So for our 2:30 meeting, you just want to do it the regular way? There's really not a difference between this and what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, we'll do it the regular way.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to use this, I don't know.
I mean, I think you'd have to send a new link.
Yeah, you have to send a new email because
So
this is a different room.
Yeah, let's just leave it as it is.
Okay. All right, cool.
If we need to practice before the 12th, we can do another test session.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, we're going to probably be doing a few next week after Monday's meeting. I have a meeting Monday afternoon with Lagny to let them know what we can do. So,
Okay,
all right.
that sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Very good.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, take care.
See you later.
Bye.
Yeah.